I think as leaders, we have to be very mindful. Are we cheerleading or are we leading? Some 40 years ago, I've only been in the United States for 3 years at the time. English was not that polished. And I'm sitting across from this gentleman for the IBM interview. And my only work experience is waitressing in Ramada Inn. But he looked beyond what I was saying and saw something in me and offered me a job to work for the IBM. He is, to me, a quintessential person who understands authentic inclusion and see me as who I am as a person. So that had always stood in my mind as when I become a leader, I always want to look beyond what's in front of me. I guess there is an expression like, beyond the cover of the book, and to understand the person inside. I've always hired people that's slightly on the edge because I want to be able to give these people who are different an opportunity. I've always felt like my success is built on my team's success. It's not about me individually. You always want to focus on future. I think as leaders, we have to be very mindful. Are we cheerleading or are we leading? So if you're leading, you always have to think ahead, right? What's around the curve or around the bend, and not leave the future to chance. Historically, a lot of people think of disability as a charity play or as a philanthropy, but they don't realize it's really all about us. It's getting disabled is just part of a human journey. So I always say that I'm an accidental accessibility person. I kind of fell into it and not knowing anything about disability or digital inclusion or accessibility. For the first time, I see how a technology can make an impact in people's lives. I have a voice that I can amplify and perhaps using a platform to help senior leaders, especially in the business world, to understand what we're talking about here is not just a feel-good moment thing. But what we're doing is selfishly creating a future that can enable us hire better talent, create better product, and expand our market. So it is alignment of principle, purpose, along with profit. It's, to me, that is the ultimate goal for any business. What I learned, if I were younger again, I will ask actually very specific, in this case, quantitative help versus qualitative help. What do I mean by that? Qualitative help is like, help me to do this, do better things, is more productivity oriented. But quantitative help is like, get me the promotion, help me get the raise, be very explicit. And that is one skill set I always felt like lacking, is to learn to exercise those muscles, so to speak, to learn how to ask for help.